Hi, welcome back to the Seven Lakes podcast. I'm your host, Eva, and today we are here with the founders of the Spartans for Seniors organization. Would you introduce yourselves?
My name is Pritika. I'm like the project leader.
I'm Tanisha. I'm the project assistant.
So what sparked the idea for this project, and was there any specific moment or experience that inspired you to start helping senior citizens?
For me, it was kind of like I've had a lot of experiences with like kids, and they have a lot of different perspectives because of their age and their different experiences. So I wanted to kind of have that with seniors as well, because of that age difference, they also have different experiences. And over the summer, I did volunteering at the Veterans Hospital. So there were a lot of senior citizens, and they just like love talking to anybody, like especially younger people, and they love talking about their experiences and just life in general. So I wanted to continue that.
Yeah, I guess they want someone to chat with. Do they get many visitors? Or
Yeah, from their family and stuff, but they don't see a lot of younger people except for in like volunteer organizations and stuff. So I think they enjoy that a lot more.
It's exciting to see them all.
Yeah.
What about you?
It's pretty similar for me. I think that mainly I just have a really like close connection with older folks, like especially my family and stuff. I'm really close with my like grandparents and things like that. And in general, like I just really like older people. Like I love that, like, you know, they live through so much, and like you can learn so much from them, and they have such like a different view on life, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, like they have a lot of experience.
Yeah.
And so like every time you talk to them, it feels like, oh my gosh, I'm getting so much knowledge, or just like
and
so much experience.
a lot of them lived in like completely different worlds too. It's like so crazy because their point of view is just so different.
Yeah.
Like the past 100 years, like there's been so much like change in like how society is. So it's so interesting to like talk to them and see like just how big like, you know, that change has been.
Yeah, because you live such different lives, you know, like
Yeah.
technology and stuff didn't even come in till pretty recent.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like the internet.
Yeah,
So
like
recent.
they to imagine that they didn't have that. That's a bit crazy to me. How did the idea evolve from an initial thought to an actual like initiative? Like, what did you decide to make this a project?
So there's actually a pretty long story behind this whole thing. So initially I actually like this was like me and then another person where it started out, and then I like brought Tanisha in later. But the way it started was that like I actually applied for an NHS officer position, and I didn't end up making it like in the last few stages. But part of my application was like it was like I don't know the word for it, but it's like proposing like a project that you think would better your society. And I proposed something along the lines of what we're doing right now, and Miss Seal found it interesting, so she like pulled me in at the end of sophomore year, which is a long time ago. But that's kind of when it started, or how it started. And in general, we've just been like reaching out to people and trying to find people that are interested in what we stand for. And yeah, it's taken a while, but we're getting there.
Preparation, though.
Yeah.
Preparation, it's going to be good. Is it like a branch of NHS or just like sponsored, supported?
Yeah. It's like
Okay.
a sponsored NHS project. So like NHS, they like do our advertising kind of, and they kind of like they provide all of the funds we need to do anything that we want to host.
What made you want to join, like inspire you to join?
She just told me about it like last semester, I think.
Yeah.
She was talking about it, and I just wanted to join because I'm just interested in that because of my experience with volunteering and with seniors in general. So I kind of hopped on, and it was actually really difficult to get someone to commit to our organization,
Really?
which is really weird because usually people are so willing when it comes to like
Yes.
senior projects and stuff. But I guess it was kind of a communication barrier for a while, so it took a while to like actually happen.
Yeah,
for
I feel
sure.
like now opportunities are so hard to find because everyone's just jumping on them.
Yeah, true.
Oh my goodness. All right. What are your goals for the future of this project, or just the future? Yeah.
I think one main goal is to just make sure that it's sustainable because we are juniors, we're becoming seniors, so we need to make sure that we have people that can actually continue the organization after we leave. And in regards to actually the community, I think our goals are just to connect the ages a little bit more so that we can see other perspectives rather than just like what we see in our day-to-day lives.
Yeah. I kind of agree. We need to find some underlings, some like underclassmen underlings to help
So if
us.
anybody wants to join,
Yeah.
Subtle advertising.
Yeah. Text me. But if anyone is interested in that, we would love to adopt you. And in general, in the future, we're just hoping, at least personally, I really want to like sustain like the idea that started this entire thing. Like I would just love for it to have the same like goal that we started with. So like for example, one of the main things that personally that was very interesting to me was cybersecurity and like scam awareness. Like that is one of our like main goals in a sense, and I really want to make sure that like a lot of the places we've reached out to, they've been open to some of the things that we want to do, but not all of them. But I want to make sure we communicate that like we want to do this and we want to like, and we actually do it. So hopefully in the future we find someone that wants to carry that forward.
so a lot of aspects other than just, I guess like senior care,
Right,
and like
right.
cybersecurity. What else other than cyber?
Actually, just in general, one of the main like focuses of our project is scam awareness, because I've had like a personal experience with like one of my family members, my grandma, getting scammed out of a lot of money, and that was something that affected me negatively. And I can see in general in like society that there's not a lot of like awareness of how easy it is to get scammed, like especially with like the rise with AI.
Yes,
and
like internet. They send you a text message and it's so real.
right,
It's like,
and there's like people that call with like people like your loved ones, like their voices, they like make like a model to simulate that voice, and they're like I have your kid, like
Give me money.
give me money or you're not getting them back.
yeah.
So
that's-
I would hate for that to happen to someone, because in my view, like I see like old people as like my family, like my grandparents. I see them like in the same level. So I would hate for someone else to get scammed the way like my family got scammed. So that's something.
Yeah, and then we also have like another main project, which is the digital scrapbook.
Yeah.
And
oh, that's cute. What is that?
yeah, so it's kind of like just a memory book in general, but it's online so that their loved ones can actually see it. And it was inspired by one of Pritika's teachers, actually.
Yeah, Miss Wachowski. Shout out, Miss Wachowski. She like gave us this idea for the digital scrapbook thing, and she said that she wanted to do it because, like with her mother-in-law, I believe. I might be wrong, but she was like kind of super like attached to the small like recordings, the small moments that she shared with her mother-in-law. Like that were on her phone, and she was like watching them over and over again shortly after she passed away, I believe. I'm not exactly sure, but it was something along the lines of that. And she was saying like it's something really special to have like even those little moments like recorded of your loved ones. And she told me that like it would be cool if you could have something like that where these people where like what inevitably it's going to where it's going to be, and you would want to like be able to support their family members because it's something that they can kind of like hold on to. And so we wanted to do something that was kind of based in like podcasts, like photography, and like we wanted to like find people that could interview these people and then write articles about them, so like their loved ones can come back and look at it and kind of like cherish it. So I thought that was a really good idea, and we kind of like adopted that.
So like you're gonna make, is it like a website or?
Yeah, like it would be like a personal website where like only the people with the link would be able to access it. Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the thing is like everything's becoming digital. So I feel like introducing that change to seniors too will make actually like a big change because it'll be helpful for loved ones to be, for it to be accessible for loved ones.
Like it'll really connect the people now.
Yeah.
All ages, everywhere. Everyone. Also, by the way, we have our sponsor today, which is Piccolo Snowman. So if you're into Italian ice, creamy ice cream, and boba tea, this place is a must visit. You can enjoy classics like soft serve ice cream, Calusmo, or their dirty boba affogato. It's the perfect place for a refreshing treat, and it's literally right across Seven Lakes down the street. So, and if you use SLHS Loves Italian Ice this month, you can get 15% off of your order. So go get some Piccolo. And what kinds of tasks or activities do you guys plan to do other than the cybersecurity and like scrapbook you mentioned?
Yeah, so our two main ideas are those. So the volunteering would be centered around those two things. Like, for example, for the digital scrapbook, we'll have to have people that can design the website, can record things like podcasts, write articles, take notes, take photos of the seniors, so we can put all that stuff together on the website. And then for cybersecurity, for that one, it could be literally anybody because most people have enough knowledge to be able to help the seniors in that sense. So we'll have people that are presenting information about scam awareness, and then we'll have volunteers that are just helping with technology in general. So like simple things, right? Like how to operate FaceTime, messages, like just random things on their phone.
Oh yeah, so when your grandma's like trying to figure out how to like, hey, is this, huh?
What is this? Yeah. So, and then the other things are more like just socialization and things. So we're going to have board games and like the things that are like more common for each meeting as well. And the other thing is we might have puppies. Yeah. So we have.
I want in.
Yeah, you should come. So just like we had puppies for like exam week because of people's stress and stuff, we wanted to do like similar things so people can play with the puppies, the volunteers and seniors as well during one of those socialization events. So like half the people would be playing board games with the seniors, half of them would be playing with the puppies, and then switching and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh.
We were basically inspired by the finals week thing, and we were just like, oh my god, this would be such a good idea, because we don't realize it, but older people are under a lot of stress, even if they're not employed. That's obviously not the only like way you can be stressed. So I feel like they don't get a lot of recognition for that. Like people, they just think, you know, they're living their life, they're living their best life because they're done with whatever their life's purpose was. Yeah. But yes, they are like stressed, and they do need like a outlet for their emotions. And it would be like amazing if we could get puppies. Like we're working on it. Hopefully in the future we get that happening. Yeah. But self plug, we're having an event on the 31st on the 31st, and we're gonna do everything that Tanisha was talking about, except for the puppies. We're still working on them.
Yeah. But stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned.
How many people are involved right now? Like
about 10 to 15 maybe.
10 to 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're definitely hoping that we can get a bigger group, but like by the start of next year. So hopefully that happens.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where is this meeting, or is this is it May 31st thing happening?
It's at Park Creek Active Living. It's pretty far away, but we're trying to figure out like a system for like carpooling and things like that. Hopefully, maybe if we have like a bigger group in the future, like next academic year, we can even get a hold of like buses, so we can have like a better way to like, you know, transport and stuff.
Yeah, I've seen some clubs do like field trips. I know Interact. I've seen Interact?
Yeah.
That club. I've seen them go out and do things. So
they're pretty big.
Yeah, they're really big.
Really big, yeah.
Yes. One of the last questions: what skills or qualities do you think students get from this kind of community involvement?
I think one of the biggest things is probably communication, not just like talking to people, but the fact that you're talking to people that are like very different from you and understanding others' perspectives. I feel like that's a big skill that you'll learn because seniors, they're different. They're not that different from us, but they're different in the sense of just their experiences and how they talk to you. So communication is a big thing. And I think that maybe this is not just a skill, but it's a good experience because learning about others' experiences that are so different from yours kind of like opens your mind, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but like as I said, like when I was volunteering in that hospital, it was just like so like eye-opening to hear about all their experiences and like what they've gone through. And a lot of times they just like want some sort of social interaction, so it's great to have that. And the other skills I feel like are just like organization, responsibility, because you're clearly responsible to make sure that the seniors are actually getting benefit from this organization. You're not just sitting there and like waiting around. Like it's not one of those volunteer things where you just like get the hours and you're just like sitting there.
Yeah, I'm always worried. Like I always worry what they think. Like I know there's a lot of organizations or like just people who go and volunteer just for the hours, and I always think like I don't know, like
that's not what we want.
That's not what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, because I feel like I feel like if I was a senior there and someone came in just for that, I was like, oh.
Yeah, like if you're
don't
just
actually
sitting
want
there,
to talk
like,
to me.
yeah, what are you even doing here?
Exactly.
Yeah, I think it's also a lot of compromise as well because you don't really like understand each other. So it's like you just gotta have to make adjustments or like to how they perceive things and how you perceive things, kind of have a middle ground.
It's like really good for like building empathy, I feel like, because there's a lot of people where they seem kind of like hostile at first, like how Tanisha said that it was eye-opening for her when she like worked with those seniors during the summer. It was the same thing for me. Like I used to volunteer at the Delaney. Lots of people might know about that, but it was very interesting for me to see because I would see a lot of seniors, they would be kind of like in their shell, but they actually do really, really want to talk to you. Like they love talking to younger people. And it's like, it's really nice because you learn so much empathy because you listen to what their life was like. And then you also like, you just learn a sense of like
what they've gone through.
Yeah, what they've gone through. So it's very interesting.
What's the most surprising thing or like just like fun story from your experience with senior citizens?
I actually do have a funny story. So I used to like volunteer at the Delaney with my sister, and there was this senior. She was this very fun lady. She would wear the most like crazy clothes, but in the best way possible. Like I remember I have like this vivid image of her wearing like this top that was like just full red sequins and like she was wearing like a bow on her hair, and I was like, okay, baddie. but I loved her, but she just had like this, like her face was just like, she was just so like angry every time you looked at her. She was just like,
don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me. But then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna tell her, because you gotta connect with the baddies in the environment, right?
Yes.
So I was like, I love your outfit. And she was like, she got so excited that she had someone to like talk about like to, and I was just like, oh my god,
That's
I love
so
you.
sweet.
You're like my bestie now.
So
Like give me some fashion advice.
Oh my
I feel like
gosh.
if you make that first move and you talk to these people, like they really do want to talk to you despite what their face might say or their body language.
One of the experiences I had was in that hospital. There was like this one guy who like talked to every single volunteer. Like I'm not even kidding you. He was literally our best friend. And
so
like
sweet.
after the day, we would just like go up and visit him, and because he was like in one of those rooms where it's like kind of like a permanent room, so he's like staying there until like he passes, I guess. And he was like so happy and like content. Like we would just go up there and just sit there, and he would just tell us like his stories. Like it was literally the best thing ever. I think he served in Vietnam, the Vietnam War, and a lot of people who have like served in Vietnam are pretty traumatized, right? So it's like sometimes it's difficult to go about talking to them. But I don't know exactly what his experience was like, but he was very like cheerful. He loved talking about like his like childhood. Aww. And this is where like you could kind of see like the different times that he grew up in, because he talked about how like during when he was growing up, there weren't a lot of like there wasn't like equality between men and women, right? And he was always talking about how he like advocates for that and
Aw.
stuff. Yeah, I don't know
that.
if he like realized that it's so different now, but he would like tell us, like me and like my friend who was a girl as well, like he would always tell us like, you deserve this like opportunity and stuff. And it was like, I don't know, it was just like the best experience because he was so sweet, like genuinely like a great person.
Yeah, and you get to see what you like learn in textbooks, I guess, because
Yeah.
that stuff's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
so sweet.
you just memorize and like, oh, they did this, the protest, you know.
Yeah,
It's
coming
like-
from an actual person, it's so much
It's
more
so different. Like
Yeah.
even it's like there's different like levels to it on it, honestly. Like you see what you see in a textbook, and then you see a movie, and that's more like personal. And then when you actually talk to a person who's been through that, I feel like it's so like eye-opening.
It touches you a lot
Touches
more
you,
than just
yeah.
like
Because it's like that's
words
a
on a
person.
page, yeah.
It's like that's a person,
Mhm.
and it's just like it's so nice because we can learn so much from them just based on like you've gone through so much and you're still like so like you're still so enthusiastic, you're still happy to live. We can learn something from that.
All right, is there anything else you guys would like to add about your organization for the upcoming year or anything?
Come on May 31st
Yay!
for our first
Come on, May
event.
Check out our Instagram. It's s4s.nhs. And also we have a lot of like links on there for if you want to like check out what our initiatives are, like our signups and stuff. And just in general, if you're an underling,
Yeah,
They want
sophomores,
you. They
Yeah,
want
we
you.
want
rising juniors,
Yeah.
if you want a position.
rising juniors, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're waiting for you to come. So
Yay! All right, thank you guys so much for
Thank
being
you.
on the last Seven Legs podcast for this year. We'll be back next year.
So
So,
special.
but this is our last episode. We will see you next year. Have a great summer. Yay! Let me play the thing.
Thank you.
Bye.